Hello, church family. Today is Thursday, July 10th, and this is our weekly update. Psalm 139, verses 13 and 14 are verses of the month for July, and it says, "For you formed my inward parts, you knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Wonderful are your works. My soul knows it very well." This verse reminds us that we are the works of God's hands. He has put us together. And because he has put us together, that we are valuable to him. It tells us we are fearfully and wonderfully made. We are valuable because we are image bearers of the Creator. And he has made us, and that means that we can see ourselves as image bearers, that we can see ourselves as valuable, but we also need to understand that we've rebelled against him. We have shattered and marred that image. But because of Jesus, he's restoring us and he is showing us his love in greater and greater ways. So I encourage you, work on memorizing this verse and delight in the fact that you are fearfully and wonderfully made by the hands of an amazing and good Creator. Well, this week there's several birthdays. Today is Adam Mason and Will Remenders. On the 11th is Joyce Musselmans. The 13th is Josh Cottrell, Eric Howland, Todd Utterback. On the 15th is A.J. Jones, Jackson Marquez, and on the 16th is Laura Bell Serbers. Then on the 11th, we have two anniversaries, Mike and Becky Hart, and Trish and I celebrate our anniversary as well. So happy birthday, happy anniversary to all of you. On Sunday morning, 9 o'clock, we have our Essentials class, our Adult Essentials class. There's a ladies class, and then also Pastor Nate is teaching a class called From Pressure to Peace to help us navigate and deal with life stresses. We have the Lord's Supper on Sunday morning, and then after the service, we have a pizza with pastors. We have some people signed up for that already. We'd love to have you join us if you'd like to learn a little more about Eastside, how we function, what we're all about. Then coming up on Sunday, July 20th, between our Essentials class and our service, we have a baby sprinkle for Reed and Hannah Foudy, and that is a way to celebrate Hannah's baby that's on the way. And it's instead of a full shower, we do those for first babies, and then those who have babies after that, we have these little baby sprinkles to provide some gifts and encouragement to them for those families. Then on Sunday, July 20th, after the morning service, we have a church family pitch-in. Those are great opportunities for you to connect with one another. And so I encourage you to plan to participate, bring a dish to pass, and we'll enjoy that together. Then on Friday, August 1st, is a ladies chat and shoe. There's information in the weekly update on that. So ladies, encourage you to check that out. And again, a good opportunity to connect and to get to know others in the church family. Well, prayer request today, I want to encourage you to be praying for Beth Fowler. Beth is pretty sick right now. The doctors are working to get to the root of the problem. So be praying for healing, for wisdom for the doctors, and just strength and quick healing. Well, each week we highlight a book, and the book I want to encourage you to check out this week is called The Gospel for Disordered Lives. It's called The Gospel for Disordered Lives, and it is in many ways a textbook for biblical counseling. It's how can you help someone else work through some of the struggles of everyday life. And this book also includes a number of strategies as how to do this well, but then at the back end of it, it's a whole list of topics from eating disorders to anxiety to fear and worry to marriage problems, communication problems. And again, the book's called The Gospel for Disordered Lives. Encourage you to check it out. You can purchase it on Amazon.com and be a good resource for you. Well, Sunday, we're going to talk about how God accomplishes his purposes. We're going to study 1 Samuel chapter 9, verse 1 through chapter 10, verse 15, and learn about God's providence. And God's providence is how he orchestrates our circumstances and our choices to carry out his sovereign purposes. And so we're going to learn from God's work in Samuel, in God's work in Saul, and the desires of Israel, and how all of those work together to bring about God's purpose for the nation of Israel. And that's then going to help us to understand how God works in our lives as well. Well, with that, our verse of the day comes from Job 42:2, and it says, "I know that you can do all things, and that no purpose of yours can be thwarted." That God tells us that he's going to accomplish his purposes. He is a sovereign God. He's in control of things, and He wants to work to help you to become more like Jesus, to help you to know Him, to love Him, and to live for Him. His purpose for you, His desire, is that you would love Him with all of your heart, soul, mind, and strength, and in that you would find great joy and delight. So, church family, we are confident that God is for you, God is with you, that He wants to help us to be delighted in this life and then to experience the fullness of joy in His presence forever and ever with Him because of the work of Jesus. Well, church family, have a great rest of the week. We love you and look forward to seeing you on Sunday.